What we do here is go back.
What's up, my people, my Wildcat crew? Welcome to Weekly Wrestling Report, where I run down the hottest topics in pro wrestling and give you my thoughts on it. And as you see, I got the clipboard, the Wildcat clipboard. So if you're not ready, you better get ready, because here we go. I want to start off with this whole Braun Strowman and Karen Jarrett situation. Now, there were multiple stories basically saying how like the GFW and WWE wrestlers were in the same town. They was at the same bar, and Karen Jarrett, she seen Braun Strowman. And this was the first story. The first story was basically saying how like Karen Jarrett, she went over to Braun Strowman and she asked him for an autograph for her son. And they were saying how like Braun Strowman basically just shoved her off, and just them two got into it back and forth because he said Braun Strowman had a bad attitude, and she was basically saying like, do you realize who my son's father is? And it was Kurt Angle. And eventually like he started begging on his knees. He started apologizing for his behavior. But I didn't really believe that for 1 second. Now the truth did come out, and it was basically saying how like they was at the bar. This is the real story. They was at a bar, and Karen Jarrett, she did ask Braun for an autograph, but he basically just said, not right now. This is not the best time. So I forgot who it was that told Braun Strowman, like, you realize that's Karen Jarrett. So he went over there, he apologized to her, he took pictures with her, and that was it. Probably got the autograph. So the first story, they basically blew this out of proportion. I didn't think for 1 second Braun Strowman was on his knees begging Karen Jarrett because her son's father's Kurt Angle. I didn't believe that one bit. The Monster Among Men don't bow down to nobody, man. I didn't believe that. But what I do believe is that second story, they took pictures. Braun Strowman's not that type of guy. I never really got that impression from him. I want to talk about this tag team title situation. So originally, Dean and Seth were supposed to fight Miz for the IC title, but they're switching those plans around. I'm going to get to that in a second. Now, they're going for Dean and Seth fighting Sheamus and Cesaro at SummerSlam for the tag team titles. That's kind of interesting. I know that'll be a kick-ass tag team match. I'm with it 100%. Even though I wanted Seth to fight one-on-one for the IC title, but fuck it. If you can get these two the tag team titles, I'm not having no issues with that either. And there's some odds that the Shield, I mean, they won't be fully together, but the Shield can walk out all as champions. Dean and Seth as tag team champions, and Roman Reigns as the Universal Champion, which I don't want that to happen. I want Braun Strowman with that Universal Championship. But the tag team title situation, Sheamus and Cesaro, that's why on Monday Night Raw, you seen Sheamus and Cesaro watching Dean and Seth in their tag team match against the Miztourage. So we shall see. Hopefully this does happen. This most likely it is going to happen. Most likely they are fighting for the tag team titles 2-on-2, no other teams, just those two teams at SummerSlam, because we don't need no more fatal four ways and triple threats. We just need two teams or two people going head to head. Next, I just want to, while we on the IC title, Jason Jordan is looking to be the next person to win the IC title against The Miz at SummerSlam. And this is supposed to lead to a storyline between The Miz and Kurt Angle after SummerSlam, because Jason Jordan is supposed to win the IC title. And The Miz is supposed to get angry at Kurt Angle, and it's just he's just going to be saying how like you're playing favoritism to your son and all that stuff. So that's where they're going with Miz and Kurt Angle. This is a huge opportunity for Jason Jordan. They're about to give him gold, independent gold at SummerSlam. So hopefully Jason Jordan, he runs with the ball. We all know he has the tools and everything to go. Let's just hope he grabs the ball and he runs with this shit. Another thing with SummerSlam, Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon looks like they're having a SummerSlam match. You see this tension between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens on SmackDown, and they started building that this week, and this is probably going to lead to a match at SummerSlam between Shane and Kevin Owens. This is going to be a great ass match. AJ Styles and Shane really delivered at WrestleMania this year. They had one of the best matches on the card. So Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon, I know these two can throw down, and they'll definitely have a kick-ass match. This is not really too big of a deal, but Elias Sampson, he's one of the latest people to get their last names dropped. You remember when Cesaro was Antonio Cesaro and Neville was Adrian Neville and Rusev was Alexander Rusev? Now Elias Sampson, he's just Elias. So that wasn't too much big news or whatever, but I found that out earlier, so I wanted to share that with you guys. I like the whole Elias Sampson thing. I like that. Now just Elias. I got no issues with that. I love the Drifter, but I prefer the last name with Elias Sampson. I think it just fits his Drifter gimmick better, but maybe it'll grow on me. I love what they're doing with the Drifter. Just don't change his gimmick. You can change the name, whatever. Even though I feel like he should have kept his last name, but that's not too big of a deal. But don't change his gimmick. I love what they're doing right now with the Drifter. He's fucking awesome. One of my favorites on Raw right now. He's definitely growing on me. I wasn't a fan of him too much on NXT, but now that he's on the main roster, WWE really did him good moving up to the main roster. Elias Sampson. I want to get to some MMA news. Brock Lesnar and Jon Jones. Now, this is a potential fight. Now, this weekend, Jon Jones is supposed to take on Daniel Cormier. And I was watching the latest UFC press conference between Cormier and Jon Jones the other day. And Jon Jones, this was like the last question asked. And Jon Jones was basically saying, like, when I'm done with Cormier, I would love to take on Brock Lesnar. And this could be dope, man. I could be into this because I'm a Jon Jones guy. I think that he's going to take that title from Cormier, and the big money match is going. After that, it's going to be Jon Jones versus Brock Lesnar. That's definitely going to draw some money and draw some pay-per-view buys. So I'm interested in seeing that match. See, this is right now. This is just a rumor. There's nothing really set in stone. Brock really didn't really confirm anything. Jon Jones is just he just want to get past this Cormier fight. But there's some stories going around basically saying how like this could be a potential fight in the future. So I'm very intrigued and interested in this fight. So hopefully this does go down. And Jon Jones, you got my vote, man. Another thing. Now, the dead man, the Undertaker. I got this news from my man BC Amplified. Shout out to my man BC Amplified. Doing it big on YouTube, man. One of my favorite YouTubers right now because he tells it how it is. He kicks ass every day in his fucking videos. And this dude is fucking amplified. I love that fucking dude. Shout out to BC Amplified. Hopefully one day you'll be able to watch one of my videos. I'll be honored. But he broke the news earlier basically saying that Undertaker is not done with WWE. And his surgery actually went well. And he left the window open for a WWE return. And this whole thing with the whole Roman Reigns thing, it was supposed to be a 2-year program. And if you notice that Undertaker, when he first came back, his first promo was basically saying how like he's not just a WrestleMania attraction. He don't want to be known for WrestleMania no more. He wants to be something else. So he wants to be known for like other things outside of WrestleMania. So I don't know when he comes back. He's probably going to go after Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns been name dropping Undertaker a lot lately. I've retired the Undertaker, even though technically he didn't. Even if this was Undertaker's last match, he didn't retire him. This wasn't no career on the line match for Undertaker. This wasn't a retirement match for him. So he's been name dropping a lot. Michael Cole's definitely been name dropping Undertaker a lot. So this is just reports going around. BC, he definitely said that Undertaker is most likely coming back. He hasn't set a date. We don't know if it's SummerSlam, probably Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble. We don't know, but about time WrestleMania next year, going into New Orleans, WrestleMania 34, we will see the Undertaker back, and he will have a physical interaction at WrestleMania 34. So Roman Reigns, he's coming for your ass and his yard. Believe that. I want to end with this superstar shakeup. After SummerSlam, they said in the fall there's supposed to be another superstar shakeup. And some superstars are supposed to get sent up from NXT. Some people from the main roster are supposed to be sent down to NXT. Some people is going to Raw and SmackDown. This shakeup could really benefit SmackDown. I'm going to do a separate shakeup video when the shakeup happens later in the year when it comes closer. And I'm going to give you my predictions, who should go where and why. So I'm going to do that later. I didn't want to really do it now because I'm still thinking who should go where, who should get called up, who should go back down. Because there's some people from the main roster that should go back down to NXT. Apollo Crews, roughly, I would say. Everybody sitting back down. Enzo, Luke Harper. This is just to get people, like, get a better gimmick and learn some more, like in ring wise, and develop more of a character. So I don't look at it as a demotion, NXT, because people go down to NXT and they shine. So I don't give a fuck if they get sent down. I don't give a fuck who gets sent back down or who gets sent up. But yeah. So I'm gonna do a shake-up video when we get closer to the shake-up. When we actually get a actual date, I'm going to do a shake-up video, shake-up predictions video. Who should go where, and hopefully the shake-up does benefit SmackDown, because SmackDown definitely does need some stars. I do want to see Finn Balor, the Club, and Seth Rollins over on SmackDown, because they definitely need some big stars like Seth and Finn and the Club. Club could definitely benefit from being over there, man, and especially with them turning babyface soon, they'll definitely kick some fucking ass. And they'll reunite with AJ. If you have Finn, AJ, and the Club on one show, what? That's the whole club right there, man. The full club on SmackDown. But we shall see. Hopefully the shake-up does really shake things up this time and not just leave everything one-sided, because definitely after this first shake-up, Raw definitely got the better hand and SmackDown was just left without too much stars and everything. Don't get me wrong, everybody's been trying to kick ass on SmackDown, but it's definitely not as strong as how it used to be before the shake-up, the first shake-up. So that's about it for Weekly Wrestling Report. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit it with a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Show a brother some fucking love, man. And I hope all my people, my Wildcat crew, conquer this fucking weekend. Kick his fucking ass. Take it easy, my people. We are out. Boom!